local sports leader. Coming to you live after a Giants loss against the Arizona Diamondbacks. 3-2 is your final. Big thank you to John Miller for tossing it to us there from the post game. And yeah, I think Giants fans are feeling a certain way about how that one ended and how that one wrapped up for you folks. We'll get started here momentarily. Of course, 2 hours taking you all the way up to 6 o'clock today. Nothing going on after us than your standard ESPN programming. You know, thank you, New York Knicks, for keeping the night open for us with a 4-game sweep over the Cleveland Cavaliers. But we're here. We're talking sports, and we're getting going on this wonderful Wednesday afternoon, May 27th for you folks. Of course, if you want to get in on the conversation, the Lee's Air Hotline is how you do it, 559-320-1430, the way to get a hold of us on the show, 559-320-1430, the way to get a hold of us on the show. Lee's Air Plumbing, Heating, and Roofing also sponsors the weather check today, 71 degrees and cloudy, allegedly some potential rain in the late stages of today or potentially into the early stages of tomorrow morning, and potentially even all throughout the day tomorrow. We could see some spits of rain here throughout. So lots of potential rain on the docket for you folks out there, of course. So we'll see. It's Fresno, California. It could change on a dime just like that. So I'm a little disjointed. We're not starting at the top of an hour here, so I'm trying to pick up the pieces. What do we got today? Of course, we're going to be talking Giants baseball, what just happened between them and the Arizona Diamondbacks. My goodness, that was something, wasn't it? We will talk about Fresno State football, their schedule, of course. A little more clarity to the schedule today with some kickoff times announced. We'll dissect that, of course. We'll also, I failed to put it on the docket, we'll talk about the NBA last night, Spurs and Thunder, of course. Spurs and Thunder, we'll get into that game from last night. I have some thoughts from that one, of course. And we'll have my 5 at 5 at 5 o'clock, and we'll have a interview with Tony Caviglia, who we had last week, but wanted to give the folks who missed that interview a chance to hear from the great retired football coach at Fresno City College. That's it. We'll get you rolling all the way to 6 o'clock today and get you on out for potentially some really nice, cool weather later today. So glad you're here. Glad to be here. Glad to have you folks, of course. And behind the glass on the mic, of course, Jorge's here for now. Daniel's scarfing out some tacos somewhere right now. I mean, he's going to get in here at some point. Kid's going through it. So I got Jorge here producing at the moment behind the desk. Jorge, how are we doing on this Wednesday afternoon? You sure about that? Yeah. Sure about that after that Giants performance? 3-2 game. Well, let's set it up, huh? 3-2 game. Yeah, I felt you can't get them all, as Jorge likes to say, with this Giants team. And of course, the Giants found a way. I can't be a hater when I know the team absolutely can't play great baseball or even good baseball or even bad baseball, because what I saw today was horrendous baseball, to say the least. Yeah, they made some Little League mistakes today. They made some absolute Little League mistakes in every form. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you didn't listen or watch the game today. So that's what I got for you there, Jorge. So you, among all the other people who may be listening right now, let me remind folks what just went down today in the grand scheme of things, because there is some real objectionable things that were going on today in the San Francisco Giants baseball game. Of course, it all started okay. Lead off in the third inning, we had, of course, the Giants with a couple runners in scoring position. Willie Adames on base, Drew Gilbert on base, and Luis Arraez gets a base hit, of course, into center field up the middle, an infield in situation, and got the base hit. And suddenly you're sitting there 2-0. That feels great, of course, to be up 2-0, and the Giants are humming along, and suddenly there's so much pressure because after that third inning where you get a couple runs, the Giants get a couple runs, that offense seems to feel real good about that 2-0 lead. And then they just sit there and get complacent. And in some aspect of it, I think I read somewhere they had about 12 straight batters retired as soon as Luis Arraez got that single, because it's incredibly frustrating to know that this pitching staff has to be as perfect as it can be, and God forbid they have one rough inning. And unfortunately for them, they found the sixth inning there with a base hit from Adrian Del Castillo, and then we had another sacrifice fly from Iliamaro Vargas, who then ties the game at 2 apiece, and then, of course, get into another situation where bases loaded, top of the seventh, then you get a sac fly that sends a run home. And that's how the Giants give up 3 runs, which isn't the worst thing in baseball at the moment, because guess what? 3 runs in a high-scoring league in baseball shouldn't be that insurmountable to come over and overtake in some fashion, right? Well, God forbid that the Giants have to mount some sort of comeback in this game like this today. And it ain't just the players who made some big-time mistakes. It's the coaching staff that, of course, makes big-time mistakes. And I'll explain it right in this 8th inning, of course, when Willie Adames gets an absolute gift from the sun above when he hits a high fly ball to left field that just falls in the crook of the shoulder of the left fielder of the Diamondbacks player, left fielder out there. I can't remember his name. I think it is Tommy Troy, if I'm mistaken. Falls past his glove. You can't see it. The sun gives you a gift. Willie Adames standing there at second with 1 away, right? You feel great about that situation. You know how precious that run is. You know how incredibly important that run is to getting you into the dugout with a potential tie ball game at least. That's your goal at the end of that 8th inning, is to have a tie ball game at the end of that inning. And what you do is you get a leaking fly ball to left center from Luis Arraez that, looks like it's kind of heading to the gap, does find the field, finds grass, lands, doesn't get caught, but Willie Adames is in a situation where he has to wait. He has to respect the fact that that center fielder out there could make that grab. And I think if he had the volition of himself, he certainly would have stayed at third. But no, God forbid, we have to score the run because we don't know where the runs are going to come from. And this third base coach who had his head up, decides to send Willie Adames. All Willie knows is maybe they bobbled the ball out there. Maybe that's why I'm getting sent. And if you saw the screen cap of where Willie Adames was when the cutoff man caught that baseball, he wasn't even halfway down the third baseline to home. Unbelievable mistake from the Giants' third base coach there to send Willie Adames to home. Of course, Willie Adames slides in well after the ball arrives at home. And he, of course, busts up his knee while he gets in there. That's great. Fun stuff right there. He was starting to swing the bat well. Who knows how he feels after that? A flight to Colorado certainly won't fix that feeling. And so instead of second and third, with 1 away, with Casey Schmidt, your best bleeping hitter in the lineup, you have a runner at second, Luis Arraez, with 2 away. And now you're counting on a base hit. And then, of course, guess what? Luis Arraez takes the bat out of Casey Schmidt's hand anyway, because he can't stay up in front of second base without getting picked off. Tell me where I go wrong there. That's bad baseball. That's horrendous baseball. The Giants don't know what they're doing. And of course, they have a hapless 9th inning in the way they could not even mount any sort of comeback. And this team is a pathetic excuse for what the Giants baseball represents and what it should be. And it is unbelievable how bad this team has been today. That's what I got. Did I miss anything? I don't think I'm being a hater. I think I'm just putting a point out there, man. Think that's all I got. There's no hating to hate. I want this team to be good, man. It's good for business around here. You know what I mean? Like, people want to hear the Giants if they're good, man. We're in May, and the sky's falling. I've never seen it this bad here. At least when the team sucked back in the mid-2000s, Barry Bonds was there, setting records. At least there was something there to watch. There's nothing fun to watch about this baseball team. Find me one fun thing about this baseball team. I have no fun watching this team. I got nothing. I got nothing after that performance today, man. We're a talk show. We got to fill the time somehow. And the problem with the Giants, of course, is that they live in a market, man, where they can't justify the total fire sale that the White Sox turned into, or something like that. You're in San Francisco. You're a top 5 market. You make a lot of money. You have to spend money. And yeah, okay, they spent money. Oh my God. I get that. But what I'm saying is you can't beat the damn Diamondbacks. And by the way, this weekend, man, you got the Colorado Rockies coming up. And if you lose 2 or 3 to them, man, that's the problem. There's no easy reset. Everyone's saying fire sale, fire sale, fire sale with this team. Like what? With what? Who wants these players? Who wants these guys? I don't care. Who wants Willie Adames right now? Who wants Matt Chapman right now at that cost? Nobody. Who are you selling? Logan Webb? No. He's your dude. There's nobody on this roster anybody would want. Except for Luis Ariz. He's the only good part of this team so far. And even him took the bat out of the hands of your second best hitter, man. Even he had a bonehead mistake. And I'm saying he was the best part of this team. And yet he had a bonehead mistake today. So, like, I've never been more frustrated with Giants baseball. And trust me, I know. People know I'm a Red Sox fan at heart. This Giants team I grew up watching basically since like the early 2000s, all the way like late 1990s. Man, grew up watching this group from the Barry years to the Posey years to even that late Posey extension with the Crawford belt and the awesome team that won so many damn games. And now this team has just meddled in its own filth for the last 3 years and can't quite find an identity. And everyone just seems to enjoy, talking about their damn celebrations more than actually winning damn games. I'm frustrated. I know a lot of other people are frustrated. I'm sure there's many listeners out here. I'm telling you, man, go look at that screenshot of Willie Adames and where he is in relation to that cutoff run, that cutoff throw. Like, it's unbelievable. That's Little League stuff, man. Little League. I'm pissed. I don't know if I'm supposed to say it, but I am. So, good luck in Colorado. Good luck in Milwaukee. Good luck in Chicago. How many days a road trip is that? What, we got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 game road trip? That'll cure it. Yeah, that'll cure the losing. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, huh? Yeah? Boy. I got 5 more minutes. I'm at a loss of words, man. I've spewed what I said, man. This team is just, there's no joy, there's no fun, there's no interest, there's no juice, there's no life with this team, man. They sucked it out of there in that ballpark. There's no identity. I see a dead team, man. You can lose and also look like a fool when you're doing the hip thrust thing and doing the Gatorade toss thing that Willie Adames does at the end, man. Like, I'm over it. Like stop worrying about that kind of crap and get to worrying about knowing when to center runner and knowing when to lead and where to lead off of second bleeping base. Who gets picked off at second base in the majors? Like, who does that? How do you get picked off in the 8th inning with 2 away? You're the tying run. How does it happen? How? How do you, as a professional baseball player at the height of competition, there is nothing there. There's nothing. When have they played well? When? Give me a time. Cool. when the Dodgers were in a swoon.
So that's use that's a whatever.
You know, it's great though.
That's a whatever.
Yeah,
You don't care about
yeah, yeah. 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 Well, because you know what we can do with that? Because the Dodgers have like 30 plus more wins than the Giants do at this moment. The Dodgers are in first place and they're allowed to have a lapse like that because at least they can bounce back. This team is laid down for 9 straight days. 9 straight days this team is laid down and done nothing about it. I won't even give you that White Sox series. Get out of here. I don't know. I do hate this team. I'll tell you that. I don't hate. I'm not a big hater of the Giants. So tell me that. If I'm sitting here and I'm a host and I say I'm a Dodger fan and I'm here on a Giants station trying to justify what I'm seeing because of that, then yeah, call me a hater. But I'm not. I come from a place of love because I care about that damn team. I care about going to those places. I care about going to that ballpark. I care about all the aspects of it, man. It stinks. Monday was lifeless, dude. For the first time in going to a Giants game, I sat in the concourse for 3 innings. I could care less about what I missed there. I'm not getting up and going watching a Rafi Devers at bat because I know he's going to go swing and miss. I don't care. No, nobody's making me go get to my seat again. Nobody's making me, oh my God, it's Daniel Susak. Here we come. Gotta get to my seat. Because I want them to be good, man. I want the experience. I want to know what the feeling is. It was the first game I got to go to this year, and I wanted it, man. It killed me. Killed me. Gosh. 3 straight to the Diamondbacks. You lost 6 in a row to an Arizona Diamondbacks team that you can't name 2 players on. That's all I got. All right. I got to simmer down here because we got an actual show to get to. I hope that was cathartic, Giants fans. Or maybe I just pissed y'all off. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just trying to wake y'all up. Jorge, I'm grabbing by the shoulders, man. I'm just trying to just be mad about this team, man. You can be mad about this team. You're allowed to be mad about this team, dude. You're allowed to. You can be mad at this team. They deserve to be mad at. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. At 22 and 36, man. At 22 and 36, you want to have hope. No team's ever turned it around at this record. What are we talking about? There's no turning it around at 22 and 34, man. All right, we gotta hit the actual hour here. So let's take a break, and when we come back, our show really starts now. All right, we'll be back.
Citizens Business Bank is a proud sponsor of the
Yeah, Rich, Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates to third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy.
Hey guys, it's Phil Benotti here from Behind the Bench to remind you that every Thursday you can catch my show live from Fashion Furniture. We talk about all the latest topics and news concerning Central Valley sports, as well as interviews with the coaches and players that are making it happen on the playing field. Be sure to stop on by and enjoy some food and a great show from 3 to 6 p.m., as well as look at all the fine selections that Fashion Furniture has to offer. That's Behind the Bench, live from Fashion Furniture, 3 to 6 p.m. every Thursday. I'll see you there.
Quick, where can you find a great selection of Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, Serta, and Mattress First bedding? Easy. The same place you'll find adjustable beds, sheets, pillows, mattress protectors, and more. Sleep Retreat, inside Fashion Furniture. It's the same place you'll find 150 recliners, custom upholstery, leather sectionals, dining furniture, and even office furniture, not including thousands of decorating ideas that you're really gonna love. Fashion Furniture on El Paso, across from River Park. There's nothing like it in all of California.
Welcome to A+ Signs.
Thanks. Yeah, I need some custom exterior signs for my business.
Great. What's the name of your business?
C+ Signs.
Wait, you own a sign company?
Yep, C+ Signs.
And you want us, A+ Signs, to make your signs?
Yeah, I need them really fast, and we can't touch our turnaround times.
We are kind of known for that.
For signs that stop traffic, drive traffic, and even direct traffic, call A+ Signs.
Remember, A+ has great technicians to service and repair signs, too.
Yeah, we got a guy, but he's afraid of ladders.
At Helena Agri Enterprises, we've been committed to helping farmers achieve success since 1957. In the years to come, Helena will continue to be there with the people, products, and knowledge to help increase your productivity for greater returns. The way we see it, your success is the only measure of the work we do together. To find out how Helena can help you achieve or exceed your production goals, contact your local Helena representative or visit us at helenaagri.com.
Well, it's finally golf season, and it's probably time to upgrade your golf bag. If you look good, you play good. At Roger Dunn, trade in your old clubs and get 50% more towards your new ones. Your club's value plus an extra 50% means you upgrade for less. Trade in the old and get the new. It's time to hit the links with a new set of golf clubs. Plus, Roger Dunn carries all the accessories you need. Gloves, shoes, grips, balls, and tees. Because remember, you're always number one at Roger Dunn.
The Central Valley Sports Leader has you covered for the local angle with the Central Valley Sports Report hosted by Paul Meadors. Paul is back for year 5 and is ready to give you the insight and knowledge of everything you need to know when it comes to high school sports. From the coaches and player interviews to the game recaps week by week, as well as talking with all the insiders that have the pulse when it comes to prep sports in the Central Valley. Central Valley Sports Report, airing 10 a.m. to noon. Live from First String Sports every Saturday on 1430 ESPN Fresno. Your home for high school sports. 1430 ESPN, the Valley's local sports leader. KFIG Fresno.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Christine Lisi. NL Cy Young favorite Christopher Sanchez struck out 9, gave up 6 hits in 7 scoreless innings. In the Phillies' 3-0 victory over the Padres, he extended his scoreless streak to 44 2/3 innings. He passed Grover Cleveland Alexander for the new franchise record. His ERA, Sanchez, 1.53 through his first 12 starts. Patriots coach Mike Vrabel today spoke publicly for the first time since missing day 3 of the NFL draft to attend counseling with his family for what he called a private and personal matter. It's a decision he says he does not regret. Vrabel was asked if he anticipates missing any more football activity.
We all have to deal with things. I can't tell you anything other than I'm going to be out there today in full force, and I mean that because, who knows what's going to come up? I'm not even, anything could happen, and so I'm going to focus on today. But in the excitement that we've had and that we've built so far, and the conditioning that we've tried to incorporate into our practices and the weightlifting and all the things that are critical.
Patriots coach Mike Vrabel. Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts told reporters his relationship with receiver A.J. Brown is really, really good. Despite all the trade talk that continues around Brown, he added right now they're only focusing on learning the offense. Brown has not attended any of Philadelphia's organized team activities. Tiger Woods did not submit an entry for July's Open Championship by the deadline, so he won't be participating in any of golf's majors for a second straight season. The Hurricanes up 2-1 visit the Canadiens. Game 4 of the NHL's Eastern Conference Final tonight. Carolina 5-0 on the road this postseason.
Hey, it's Michelle Smallman, and coming up Thursday, as talk around a 24-team playoff continues to swirl in college football, I'll tell you how expanding it would impact all of college sports. It's Unsportsmanlike, 6 a.m. Eastern, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
From local high school sports,
it's good to be joined by our Student Athlete of the Week. Anthony, how does it feel to be a Student Athlete of the Week?
Feels good, man.
To your Fresno State Bulldogs.
Pleasure to always have Coach Entz in the building here. And Coach, how are you doing on this Tuesday night?
Doing good. Doing really good.
When the athletic director of Fresno State drops in here at ESPN Fresno. Garrett, it's good to have you in.
You know, we're just grinding every day, trying to get better. But beautiful weather right now.
And voices from the pros.
On ESPN Fresno with Sean Merriman, Charger linebacker. Great.
Man, appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Q Myers joining me now. He's with the Raiders, of course.
Man, I love Fresno. I really do, man.
Rick Neuheisel here with us on ESPN Fresno.
It is a treat to be on ESPN Fresno.
This is your home for all things sports. Hosted by Phil Benotti, breaking it down, calling it like it is, and taking you behind the game. This is Behind the Bench on ESPN Fresno.
That is right. Behind the Bench here on 1430 ESPN Fresno, the Valley's local sports leader, here on this Wednesday afternoon, 4 o'clock hour for you, right at the top of the hour. Getting going for 2 hours today on our program. Of course, we followed the Giants game, and if you want to hear me pop a blood vessel, it's, you scrub back about 20 minutes. There for that. We don't need to go relitigate that kind of conversation. So, Giants baseball back on Friday in Colorado. 5:10 first pitch, or pregame 5:40 first pitch on 1430 if you want to listen. There you go. Just keep rolling along. Leads the Air Hotlines, how you reach us, 559-320-1430, the way to get a hold of us on the show. Of course, you also have Lee's Air weather check, which of course is 72 degrees at the top of this hour and cloudy, potentially some rain. We'll see. Did I mention we are always streaming our stuff on 1430ESPNFresno.com and on the ESPN Fresno app? So be sure to download the ESPN Fresno app if you want to stay in tune with all of our local programming. Of course, my show, Tony D Show, which returns tomorrow, 2 to 3 p.m., Sportsline Bulldog Hour with Tony D from 2 to 3. And then Paul Metter's show, Central Valley Sports Report, live from 10 a.m. to noon on Saturdays. Got a couple more shows left of his show before he takes the summer break. I think, he goes till the 13th of June? Is that correct, Jorge? I think 13th of June is how far. Or maybe it's the 20th of June.
No, he goes all the way to August.
Well, you what? What did he say?
The first week of August.
I thought he had a summer break. Does he not have a summer break this year?
Yeah. Who are we talking about?
When does his summer break start? That's what I'm
Paul
asking.
Metters,
Yeah,
right?
when does Paul Metters' summer break start? Yes.
Paul Metters.
Yes.
All right, so it starts in June and ends in...
Killing me. June 13th, Jorge, I'm aware of one of his shows. Is that his last show in this before the summer, before he goes to August, before he takes a break in August?
I believe so.
Okay, all right. That's all I need to know. I don't think you were hearing my question. Exactly. Anyways. Oh, the brains are scrambled, man. That's how we're feeling today on this show as we go to 6 o'clock. Nothing going on after us, of course, ESPN programming. Would have been Knicks and Cavs if the Cavs had their stuff together, but that is not the case. Of course, big news from Fresno State side of things. Shall we announce the times of the schedule, because that just came out today. We have kickoff times, folks. Celebrate, huh? Are we excited to have kickoff times and knowing when games are and what channel they're going to be at and what time you should be arriving at the stadium? Shall I do the grand reveal right now, Jorge, on air? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You ready? All right.
Yeah.
Do I need music for this? Do I do the primetime NFL music? What do we have? We don't have I just got a decibel alert, by the way, because I've been yelling so much on my Apple Watch. So I should be careful. I should stop yelling as much as I do. Good thing I got these headphones that are just absolutely cranked to the nines. I don't have music to play. Should I play the NFL primetime music, or what? Maybe I'll do the game show music. No, we're gonna play the game show music later for the spelling bee. So I'll just keep it musicless. Let's do the. There we go. That's something. I don't know. I'm just trying to create the imaging for this show. I'm trying to make some people get through it here.
We know for a fact that the game at USC was on a Friday, September 4th. We know it is at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So, for folks out there, 6 p.m. kickoff at USC. Home opener, Sacramento State, will be on CBS Sports Network, and it will kick off Saturday at 7:30 p.m. So, 7:30, probably as late as you can start it with, considering how hot it usually gets for the home opener. So, I am appreciative of a September 12th start. CBS Sports Network, good to see you back in the fray, huh? Week 3, San Jose State's a Saturday. Latest start time of the schedule, potentially 8 p.m. at San Jose State. That's going to be on Fox Sports 1. So we might be the latest game of the college football slate that Saturday considered. So see how that goes. Week 4, the final non-conference game is against Rice. That is a 7 p.m. kickoff on Saturday at Bulldog Stadium. The CW is picking up that game. So 4 different networks watching our beloved Bulldog program play football. So I'm okay with that. How about a 5th different one? USA Sports Network picking up the game at Pullman in Washington State. That's October 3rd. That was going to be potentially either a Friday or a Saturday game. It is now designated for Saturday, and that is at 6:30 p.m. So a little bit of a later start in Pullman for the folks out there. Next week after that, Boise in Fresno on the CW, 7:30 p.m. Once again, anything after 7 p.m. works for me in the early stages of the season. Next Saturday at San Diego State on CBS Sports Network. That'll be at 7:30 on a Saturday. So another late kickoff in the evening. Here's the only game with a wrinkle other than the flex week. After the bye, Fresno State back at home against Oregon State. That's at USA Sports. That's at either 4 p.m. or 8 p.m. So we could argue about that one after I get through the whole schedule. 4 p.m. or 8 p.m. on Halloween against Oregon State. That's a Saturday. Week after that at Logan, Utah. That is Utah State. That's going to be on USA Sports Network. That is going to be a 6:30 p.m. Pacific time kickoff, which is a 7:30 body clock, or well, what do you call it? Time zone kickoff, mountain time zone kickoff for Fresno State. Fascinating that we aren't entering a different time zone until November, by the way. I like that as a plus. The next week after that, November 14th, in San Marcos, Texas. If you don't know where San Marcos is, congrats. I'm going to help you with your geography quiz. That's between Austin and San Antonio, for those wondering where that is. And if you don't know Texas geography at all, that was not a helpful statement by me at all. 1 p.m. Kickoff Pacific time, 3 p.m. local time in San Marcos. That's a central time zone at Texas State. So that game on the CW. And then the final known home game, which, well, okay, I'm trying not to confuse anyone. Colorado State, the last scheduled opponent at home for the Bulldogs at 4:30 on Saturday, November 21st. That's on the CW. And then, of course, the final week of the regular season for the Pac-12, which we know is a little bit different, is that flex game. TBD. I would assume it's on a Saturday. TBD time. Considering if you're playing good football, I would say 4:30. Just trying to be safe. So that's what I got for you. And that's the schedule. And at first blush, I like Saturdays. I like consistency in the Saturdays. I like the fact that we are in the Pacific time zone a lot early. I like how late we are in some aspects. However, we know Fresno State fans can be an early leaving crowd, and we encourage you to stick around. It's a Saturday, folks.
ask your pastors if you can start church an hour later. I don't know. I'm trying to help you out. Outside of that, though, I like the consistency. 7:30, 7 o'clock, 7:30, 7:30. You know, at the early part of the season, there's a routine here. Any kind of thing between 6 and 8 p.m. pretty much, and the Bulldogs are going to be playing in that. I like the idea of the consistency of the Bulldogs getting in a rhythm here with a lot of the times. The only one, of course, that could throw you for the loop is the Oregon State game. And so I invite the conversation in here, Jorge, and intern Daniel, if you're near a mic, are you just going to sit back there, or are you going to get near a mic here today? I'd like to see you working at least at some point today. So we're not just hanging around like it's the Y, man. So our reaction to the schedule, of course, is I'm happy that the Pullman game is on Saturday. I'm glad that they moved it to Saturday. That was the first kind of fork in the road game where it could have been a Friday or a Saturday. They decided on Saturday. I like the consistency of Saturday. Outside of that, outside of the early game in Texas, I'm glad we're playing a 1 o'clock game in Texas. I'm imagining 3 p.m. local time in Texas. Anything earlier than November is hell on earth. And Jorge, you know that.
Yes, I live there.
So I think the Bulldogs won the draw of the times of the games and the days of the games. I'm thumbs upping what has transpired with the schedule today.
I'm just happy that the CBS Sports Network only gets 2 games. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, you hate CBS Sports.
Just because there's only one place where I can watch it, and I don't have that, and it bothers me a lot when I have to go out of my way to look for something that should be on TV, like the CW and the USA Network and even Fox and FS1. I could see those things are available more easily to pretty much anyone that has TV and internet access. But that CBS Sports Network, oh man! Every time I tried to watch them last year, I was struggling.
I know. I got YouTube TV, so I get that CBS Sports Network, so I don't get the gripe of it.
YouTube TV is the only one that has it.
I know, and I'm living life wonderfully with my CBS Sports.
I don't want to pay $80 for something that that's a different thing.
You clearly don't know about random websites,
Daniel.
I do know about random websites. I do. That's not my point.
We're not sending people. They're cracking down on that, man. We're not getting in trouble with the federal government here on 1430, man. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. They're cracking it down, man.
You're too young, but I knew a lot of more websites than you about looking at games before. But never mind.
Let's just say we visited Grandma every Sunday. You know what I mean? That's all I got to say about that. Daniel, what do you think of the schedule here, man?
Honestly, I love it. I love having pretty much night games every week until the end of the season, and I'm fine with that towards the end of the season because as it gets later here in that November getting close to December, it gets cold around here, and so I'm kind of glad that there's no night games.
Well, even that 4:30 Colorado State game, it's dark by like 5.
Yeah,
like it's almost a night game anyway, and I'm just happy I'm out of there earlier. Like, I was trying to remember what was the Wyoming game that I was like, it's so dark here, man. Like when I was tailgating, like at 4 o'clock, I think. Yeah. And even October, like when's daylight savings? Like when do we fall back, or are we not falling back? Because I know the government's currently arguing about that.
I think it's late October, early November. I know that.
Daylight savings fallback day. When is that? When do we got it? It's November 1st. So actually, we get an extra hour of sleep after Halloween, folks. So party up, man. Let's go crazy. Actually, 8 p.m. sounds better now after considering that.
I think I would prefer the 8 p.m. game just for the simple fact that I would hope they would make that a blackout game for Halloween.
Of course they will. Of course they're doubling. They're not making the jersey one time and then not wearing them, man.
Hey, sometimes some organizations don't know how to take full advantage of what they got.
We're not just burning money with that, dude. We got to make those last.
And then you got Oregon State, whose colors are literally the Halloween colors.
Of course.
So it's perfect. I love it.
Pac-12 knew what it was doing, man. Here's a consideration, right? Because this is why the Bulldogs got out of the Mountain West. because look at all the games, right? And look at where they're all playing. If you have a TV package, literally, if you have a linear, excuse me, that's the word I'm trying to say, linear TV package, you're getting every single one of those games. And on the flip side, Mountain West right now is trying to push a Mountain West Plus app where I read 22 of their games on the schedule or behind the paywall of that Mountain West Plus app. How many games are on the paywall behind Fresno State this year?
None.
Nice. Right? Think that's a win for the Bulldogs. Am I wrong?
I mean, yeah, I'll take that.
There's a verifiable explanation to why the games will expose the Bulldogs a lot better. And, oh, by the way, how many games are streaming on ESPN this year? Because they're all CW USA, correct?
The CW ones are.
I thought the CW and the USA was also part of that.
USA Network, that's HBO.
Okay.
So I don't think that would do it, but
so
the
1,
CW
2,
are.
so 4 games on the ESPN app?
At least, yeah.
At least. And potentially 5 with how the flex game situation will last on November 28th, which will be a Bulldog home game. We know that, by the way. We're forgetting that that's a Bulldog home game as well. I really think, plus with travel and, the nature of arriving and having all that time before your game, you can kind of really settle in as opposed to landing late at a location the day before and then you're turning around and waking up at whatever time it is or whatever city you're in and having to go play a 1 o'clock noon game or something like that, like we did with Oregon State. Considering we knew how bad Oregon State was last year, we ended up, of course, getting that pick 6 to really essentially seal it. Outside of the Texas State game, which, we'll see how that all turns out. By the time the Bulldogs play that game, I would imagine they're really humming. At that point, you should be well in the structure of the season. These guys should be well, ready to rock and roll in the aspect of it. I'd like to believe that this schedule favors a lot of the regimen and the what do you call it? The consistency of the schedule. It's very there's a regimen here, man. There's a regimen to this schedule that is, I think, going to be real helpful to these guys who are going to want to repeat the performances they have each week, which should theoretically be very good ones because we know how talented this team is. The consistency, man. The team has been consistent in its player retention. It's been consistent in the coaching retention. And now there's a consistency in the schedule. Who could have drawn it up better? I'm jumping for joy today, man, from this schedule. I'm excited.
I think the best part about this is that the Pac-12 After Dark is officially back.
Oh, man, I'm ready.
Pac-12 After Dark.
When we're hitting Boise at fourth quarter and we're up 8 and, we need a defensive stop. You know what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
That Boise State, San Diego State games, those are going to be really good.
Oh, yeah. That whole stretch, man, right after Rice, that Washington State, Boise State, San Diego State, that makes the season. That makes the season. You got to go. I mean, perfect world course 3-0. You got to go at least 2-1 and want to hope to win in this Pac-12.
On there,
absolutely got to go 2-1 there.
And then I wouldn't mind, the Utah State, Texas State, and Colorado State. That's another one right there.
I'm happy the Utah State quarterback's out of here. I'm happy he's making plays at the USFL or wherever he is at.
Yeah.
Right now. What is his name? Barnes? Something Bryson Barnes?
Something like that.
He had like a crazy run the other day. Did you guys see that?
No.
I don't know. I saw a highlight of it earlier.
See with the Stallions.
Wait, do we know where the Pac-12 championship game's being played?
It's going to be at a home location of whoever is at top of the conference. So there's no set thing. And by the way, CBS got that.
Yeah.
Great.
Sick. On Friday at 5 p.m.
I love that.
And everything's not in Mountain Time because we're the Pac, man. We're the Pac. Pacific Time. None of this Mountain Time BS. Get me out of here. All right, let's take a break. Let's go. I'm feeling weird, man. I love this. This show's been wild already. Let's talk NBA next on 1430 ESPN.
Sports fans of the Central Valley, Are you ready to step up your game day grilling? Step into the Butcher Boss and discover winning flavors the champions crave. Ask about their 5 for $35 deal, where you can feed up to 5 people for $35 every day. Avenue 11, stop by the Butcher Boss today and become the boss of your barbecue.
Quick, where can you find a great selection of Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, Serta, and Mattress First bedding? Easy. The same place you'll find adjustable beds, sheets, pillows, mattress protectors, and more. Sleep Retreat, Inside Fashion Furniture. It's the same place you'll find 150 recliners, custom upholstery, leather sectionals, dining furniture, and even office furniture, not including thousands of decorating ideas that you're really gonna love. Fashion Furniture on El Paso, across from River Park. There's nothing like it in all of California.
Spring and summer weddings, prom, graduation. Patrick James is your premier destination. Elegant tuxedos and suits for purchase or rental. We offer full-service tailoring on site, custom clothing offerings, and the West Coast's first Martin Dingman Lodge and Johnny O Shop and Shop. Please come in and experience the exemplary customer service and quality apparel carefully selected for you from all your favorite brands. Patrick James in Fig Garden Village or patrickjames.com. Started in Fresno and serving the Valley since 1962.
Hey, Dad, have you thought about what we talked about?
You mean Thiessen-Duker Modern Wealth Management? Modern sounds complicated.
Look, you've got money, but it's all over the place. That's complicated, and your money could be working smarter for you. Thiessen-Duker uses advanced software designed to analyze how your different assets can work together toward your goals. You'd be surprised what a few simple adjustments can make. A lot of other advisors don't even use this technology.
And it wasn't complicated?
Thiessen-Duker made it simple. And now my accounts are streamlined too. I go to thiesenduker.com, click on the Account View tab, and I can see all my accounts in one place.
Oh, your mom would love that.
Yeah, and so will you. That's what Thiessen-Duker can do for you.
Modern Wealth Management. I'm in, son.
Just visit thiesenduker.com and give them a call.
The advisors of Thiessen-Duker Modern Wealth Management are registered representatives with and securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Uh-oh. Did your office survive the week? Coffee stains throwing a party? Dust bunnies applying for management? Don't worry, Fresno. It's time to rise and shine. Rise and Shine Janitorial Services swoops in after hours and works their magic. Scrubbing, sweeping, sanitizing, and making your workplace look like adults actually work there. Locally owned and proudly serving Fresno. They're dependable, detailed, and way more motivated than your Monday morning staff. So let your business sparkle without lifting a finger. Call Rise and Shine Janitorial Services today and wake up to clean.
Head to Grease Monkey, where we help you get in, get out, and get going. From full-service oil changes and brakes to preventative maintenance, our certified technicians keep your vehicle running at its best. Need tires or alignments? Visit our Millburn location. Need Star Smog service? Stop by our North Blackstone location across the street from Hobby Lobby. And right now, mention this ad and receive $15 off your next oil change service and $10 off your smog. Fast service, trusted technicians, quality care for your vehicle. Grease Monkey Fresno, done fast, done right.
Sports fans of the Central Valley, are you ready to step up your game day grilling? Step into the Butcher Boss and discover winning flavors the champions crave. Ask about their 5 for $35 deal, where you can feed up to 5 people for $35 every day. Located right off the 41 north of Avenue 11, stop by the Butcher Boss today and become the boss of your barbecue.
Here on 1430 ESPN Fresno, the Valley's local sports leader. Hour number, I don't know, 2, maybe? I guess. It's kind of 2. Whatever. These shows are always weird after a Giants game. We got basketball last night, and Spurs Thunder. Tanvir and I were breaking that one down and what that could feel like. In my heart, I wanted the Spurs. In my head, I knew it was going to be the Thunder last night. And there was a lot of gripe about what was called or not called in those contexts of the situation. And yes, I want the right call at every point of the game. It doesn't matter what the context of the game, but let's be fair. And this is how I kind of see sports sometimes. It's about momentum. It's about where things are kind of flowing in that game. Spurs got down, I think, 22 points at one point and cut it to about 9 or 8 and couldn't quite get over the hump at that point after that. And then there was this Luke Cornett potential bucket that was potentially goaltended. It wasn't goaltended. Then a ball went out of bounds. It was not off Wemby's foot. It was off Chet Holmgren's foot. Nobody saw it. Spurs coach wanted to challenge. Did not get granted the challenge because the Thunder were very aware of that kind of situation, wanted the possession, and inbounded it as quickly as possible. And, of course, that led to Mitch Johnson, the coach for the Spurs, getting a technical, which, by the way, was only his third technical of his season so far. And from then on there, kind of felt like it was arm's length away for the most part of the game for the Thunder, and they go on and win. And so you can be mad about a lot of different things in that situation if you're a Spurs fan, and I get it. They need to make those calls, and they need to make it. But from what I understood from the basketball game, the Thunder played a enormous, just an incredibly better game than what they showed in Game 4. And so, in my opinion, I think the Spurs kind of lost out on what am I talking? The mojo of that game today, yesterday. They didn't really quite earn that game yesterday, despite how much they pushed it to an 8-point game at that point, 9-point game at that point. Felt like the better team won, in my opinion, yesterday, regardless of what you want to make with the calls. Daniel's on the mic over here. Jorge's over here as well. Daniel, sounds like you want to chime in.
Yeah, calls aside, I think the Thunder did play a more well-rounded game yesterday. Wemby just, Wemby played decent, but Wemby didn't play how he's played the rest of the series so far. Like, there was something off about him. And just the whole team just wasn't there yesterday. And something I'm not liking about this series is where
for you there. You mentioned Wemby, his struggles, of course, 20 points on the night, but only 4 of 15 shooting, 27%. Worst shooting performance in his 15 career playoff games up to this point. And most of it really came at the free throw line. He did shoot 12 for 12 from there, but the guy, he didn't look strong yesterday. It just looked like kind of hoping for a call and trying to make it happen. And he was really harassed inside. And I thought Isaiah Hartenstein had a big-time game yesterday for the Thunder in negating that. Of course, there will be adjustments. And we do go back to San Antonio. And so I'm not calling this series over in any aspect of it. But I do think that was a big blow to what the Spurs wanted in terms of winning this series outright. They still very much can because if we look at the context of the game in Game 4, you got such poor production from the Thunder bench when that is outside the norm of what they produce. What it was like 6 for 33 from three-point range in Game 4. I believe they had to have been much better. I don't have the three-point percentage in front of me as a team for the Thunder last night from the three-point range, but I got to imagine it was a whole lot better than 6 for 33 in last night's game.
From three as a team, they were 14 for 32.
So considerably better.
Yeah.
6 for 33 versus 14 for 32. That's a lot better percentage than 2 nights ago. So the Thunder are going to play better and play up to where they're supposed to be. You caught them on a bad night in Game 4. So the Spurs' 2 victories catch the anomaly on the Thunder, and of course you had that ridiculous Game 1, whatever that was, right? So to me, the Thunder feel like they're controlling this series, regardless of what you want to believe with San Antonio. I know San Antonio is capable of winning against the Thunder, but this is where I'm starting to see the age thing and the inexperience thing starting to show its face a little bit with San Antonio in the aspect of this series. Now, could they have won last night's game? Absolutely, if maybe some things turned their different way. But that's on the road, down 22. It's hard to do that, man. It's just hard to do that. So this is why I thought the Thunder could win this series and could win it in 6 or 7 games, of course. But It's going to be interesting what Game 6 will look like, whether it is the Thunder who can really leave no doubt, or will the Spurs make the adjustment? To me, in my gut, the Spurs do make an adjustment, and they can win Game 6, and we will see a Game 7 on Saturday. It feels like one of those series where you get the momentum one way and you get the momentum the other way, and it just kind of flows back and forth. It reminds me of when Boston played Golden State, right? And Boston took a 2-1 series lead against Golden State in that series, and then Golden State was able to kind of ramp it up from there and run away with it. Same with, I think it was Phoenix and Milwaukee in the finals, right? When Phoenix took a 2-1 series lead, and suddenly Milwaukee was able to run away with it and kind of make the adjustments down the way. Feels like to me the Thunder kind of know where the answers of the test are. They just need to bubble in the answers, and sometimes they miss. They just go outside the lines just a little bit, and they don't get the answers correct, right? So that's how I'm seeing this series. And Daniel, I'm imagining that's how you saw last night's game.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch the game live, but I went back and watched like the replay and whatnot, and just I think the Spurs more or less are adapting to what the Thunder throw at them rather than the Thunder adapting to what the Spurs throw at them, because this Thunder team is more experienced, and they're just able to do a lot more than what the Spurs have seen so far in their play. This is their first deep playoff run, really. So yeah, and I do think Spurs are going to adapt. They're probably going to win tomorrow, right?
Yep.
They'll probably win tomorrow. This game goes to 7. My worry is either team that wins this series, because I think it's going to 7, is going to be exhausted going into the finals.
It's been a battle. Yeah, well, that's the whole other thing. You want to win. You want to get out of this series as fast as possible, because you know there's a team that's rested and knows how to rest well enough for the last 3 series that is capable of coming out and not seeing the rest. Despite what we saw in Game 1 with New York and Cleveland, like New York found a way to dig that game out of there. Down 22 at home. Remember, they were down 22 at home, the Knicks. There's a difference. We have a tangible evidence difference between down 22 at home versus down 22 on the road. Knicks won that game. Spurs lost last night. So that's the difference I'm kind of trying to portray there between both of those teams, right?
Yeah. And I may argue that the Knicks might be the only offense who, even on the road, could come back down 22 against either the Spurs or OKC. Because I really do believe that this is the most dominant offense left in this playoff.
Hold your hot takes. I know you want to pick Knicks already, despite anybody winning this series. I know you want to do it. We're not getting there yet. So
who knows?
You just hold off. Hold off there. We may be talking about it Friday. Got some stats for you. Thunder 32-0 now when they lead by double digits at half this season. The other 3 teams that are better than that ever in NBA history, the 13-14 Spurs, who had 37-0, up 10 at the half, they won the title. The 84-85 Lakers went 34-0, they won the title. And then the 2012-2013 Thunder went 33-0, and then they lost in the West semis. So, take with that what you will.
I don't know what to say. I'm going to be completely biased here. Unbiased, sorry. Unbiased.
Also, the Thunder now have they're climbing a list of most consecutive games without back-to-back losses at this point, postseason regardless. They're at 36 now. Only 5 teams have been better. The 58-62 Celtics didn't lose 43 games. Yeah, 43 games. Oh, this is playoff history, excuse me. So, yeah, this is playoff history dating back 36 games back for the Thunder in playoffs. Celtics had a longer streak. In the 50s and 60s, you had the Lakers in the 70s and 80s. You had the Heat and LeBron era. You had the Bulls in the Jordan era. And then you had the Celtics of the 60s, 62-66. 54 consecutive games without a back-to-back loss. Thunder were in danger there. And by the way, the Spurs have any hopes of winning this series, they have to bust that streak.
That is very true.
They have to bust that streak. That's tough.
I think that streak does get busted, though.
All right. That's a bold prediction, man. You feeling bold on that?
I am feeling bold on that.
What tells you about last night's game that things are going to change? Is it just Wemby performance, bad Wemby performance? Like we're just going to get a better Wemby?
I think Wemby's what changes this team ultimately. Because if you get a bad Wemby performance, you just get a bad Spurs performance. because I feel like that team just builds off of what Wemby performs on that night. And so with what I think we're going to get a great Wemby game tomorrow, which means a great all-around team. I'm still throwing Saturday up in the air, though, because I truly do believe we're going to a Game 7. So that's why I have no worry no more. But I'm going to leave it at that.
Well, it's in San Antonio. So naturally, with the way this series has gone, we feel like this series can go 7 with how these two teams have been able to match up and adjust. One interesting aspect of it, though, OKC has shot better when Wemby's been on the floor in the last 2 games, by the way. They've actually shot, like, Wemby hasn't been as much of a defensive juggernaut as he was in games 1, 2, and 3. You want to hear the disparity? Game 1, when Wemby was on the floor, they shot 37%. When he was off, 59% in game 1. Game 2, 44% when Wemby was on versus 63% when Wemby was off the floor. Game 3, they had 43% on with 65% when Wemby was off the floor. Then it flipped. Game 4, I know it doesn't matter. They were horrible regardless. 33% on, but only 32% when Wemby was off. Game 5, 49% shooting percentage when Wemby was on the floor. And when he was off the floor in Game 5, 44%. So Wemby's defense is starting to struggle a little bit. Maybe it's just he's not getting to his spots as good because he's tired. There is a conversation about how you're handling Wemby's workload right now, and there feels like there's times in these games where they feel like they need to have Victor Wembanyama out there to be able to defend, but they have to bank those minutes as much as they can because they know they can't extend him past whatever certain threshold he's been getting past. I felt it yesterday's game. I felt the subs of Wemby more often than not, and even when he was on the floor, he seems gassed. He seems just a little bit struggling here to get to the end of this series. And Spurs are capable, of course, in a vacuum, I think, of beating OKC, but OKC is capable of winning this series because they have so many more horses to keep them rolling here. And when your star is well more fitted to be on that floor longer than your other star, the guy on the other side, to me, this seems like a no-brainer, and the Thunder are going to outlast this series regardless. And that's what my head is telling me, and that's what last night told me as well.
Something I'm wondering is if this OKC team found something even during that blowout, Game 4. Just because San Antonio still played Wemby quite a bit, even though, it's a blowout. They really should have rested him. That was the game to let him rest. I wonder if this team just found something about this team.
Well, they found something in Jeremy Kane.
Yeah.
Which things got a little dirty at the end of the game. Did you see that a little bit?
I did see that. That was crazy.
Bismack Biyombo and Mason Plumlee showing up.
He's not the type of guy that I'd expect to, get into things.
Well, they didn't like him getting 20 points and playing when they were up 15 at that point. But yeah. I'm not accusing him of anything, but it was very curious, some of the fouls at the end of there. Also, Alex Caruso did something yesterday as opposed to doing nothing on Game 4. Remember, he had a goose egg Game 4. Yeah. 22 off the bench for Alex Caruso. That's a little bit of a better.
I was surprised because I really thought he was hurt for a second too.
I like Caruso in this series off the bench. Maybe that's the move. Like Caruso feels like a better option off the bench, and kind of mismatching the rotation pieces of San Antonio and what they throw out there. Because Caruso, of course, was kind of the guy that Wemby picked on, but now that because the Wemby minutes are subbed in when Caruso's in or whatever, Caruso can open up on his offense, and he's been hitting threes like crazy. So maybe there's a different aspect to that. So I'm curious of what that'll match up to, and maybe I'm not saying you match Wemby for Caruso because that makes no sense if you're San Antonio. But what I'm saying is be a little more aware of what he's doing on the floor and where his usage could be, because I think that matters for OKC. So I do think San Antonio could win tomorrow. I'm more on the fence, and I think OKC could actually. I think OKC will close it out tomorrow. We'll talk about it more on my show tomorrow, which we'll lead into game 6. But we'll have to wait and see a little bit and see how that'll all turn out. But that's my gut feeling. I think OKC wins tomorrow. But like I said, I'm dissecting it a little more. All right, I want to take a break because the National Spelling Bee is this week, and so I am getting quizzed, and I'm afraid of how poorly I'm about to do. So we are going to take a break. When we come back, I make a fool of myself next on 1430 ESPN.
Well, it's finally golf season, and it's probably time to upgrade your golf bag. If you look good, you play good. At Roger Dunn, trade in your old clubs and get 50% more towards your new ones. Your club's value plus an extra 50% means you upgrade for less. Trade in the old and get the new. It's time to hit the links with a new set of golf clubs. Plus, Roger Dunn carries all the accessories you need. Gloves, shoes, grips, balls, and tees. Because remember, you're always number one at Roger Dunn.
The Donald P. Dick Super Saver Program is a preventive maintenance plan designed to keep your HVAC system running at maximum efficiency, significantly lowering energy bills. Membership includes 2 scheduled inspections per year, once in the fall for your heating system and once in the spring for your cooling system. Prevent costly repairs and lower your PG&E cost and get priority service, plus a 15% discount on any repairs and an extended 60-day callback period with diagnostic fee waived. By inspecting, cleaning, and calibrating your HVAC system, it will help you avoid costly repairs and extend the life of your air conditioning and heating equipment, ensuring year-round comfort with dependable, top-priority service from Donald P. Dick. Take advantage of 3 generations of experience. Call Mr. Cool at 559-294-2100 and ask about our Super Saver program. 294-2100.
Every day, the choices you make matter, especially for your business and the community around you. When you choose to bank local with FFB Bank, your deposits don't sit on the sidelines. They help fund local businesses, create jobs, and strengthen the neighborhoods you serve. With business accounts designed for you, local decision-making, and a team that understands your goals, FFB is here to help you grow. Because your success is everyone's success. Be the one who builds community while building your business. Visit ffb.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Stone fruit harvest is happening right now, and every minute counts. Get the job done with the help of Pioneer Equipment, your Kubota authorized dealer. Growers across the valley choose Kubota over blue and green because of reliability, comfort, and easy maneuvering. Plus, value with durable performance. With Fresno and Reedley locations, Pioneer Equipment, your Kubota authorized dealer, has the equipment, parts, and service you need to operate through harvest. Visit Pioneer Equipment, your Kubota authorized dealer today at pioneerequipmentca.com.
Want to work somewhere fun, flexible, and rewarding? Me and Ed's is hiring. We're looking to expand our team with full and part-time positions at over 40 locations. Join our growing company as a delivery driver or valued team member today. For more information on job descriptions or to apply, go online at meandeds.com or visit your nearest location. Me and Ed's is hiring. Fill out an application.
Hey, football fans, you know what makes a team great on the gridiron? It's when all the players do their part to make everything work. That's what Superior Pipe can do for your food processing plant, chemical plant, boiler service, or tank truck. Thanks to their reliable and durable pipes, valves, and fittings, you can be sure that everything that makes your team perform is running strong. And with their same-day service and competitive pricing, they'll help make sure all your players are doing their part. Call now at 266-PIPE or visit online at SuperiorPipeUSA.com today. Go Dogs!
Stepping up to the plate, it's Richard's Prime Rib and Seafood, the original, a true family-run restaurant, serving slow-roasted certified Angus prime rib, hand-cut steaks, and the freshest seafood since '69, a winning tradition. Richard's Prime Rib and Seafood is now open for lunch Wednesday through Friday and dinner Wednesday through Saturday, so you'll never strike out on a great meal. Richard's Prime Rib and Seafood, a Valley dining tradition, because when it comes to great food and family, they always hit it out of the park.
Behind the Bench here on 1430 ESPN Fresno, the Valley's local sports leader. I am ready to subject myself to public humiliation. I have nothing in front of me. I should shut my laptop, actually. I need to make sure I verify that I am not looking up anything at this moment. We are going to quiz ourselves because our friend of the show, Paul Loeffler, is calling the spelling bee right now this week, and I believe the finals is tomorrow. He's doing it with Mina Kimes.
So that picture
this week.
today. That was
Yeah,
pretty good.
yeah. So that's pretty awesome. So in honor of our friend Paul Leffler, voice of the Bulldogs, calling the spelling bee. Actually, I think he's an analyst. We're doing a spelling bee of our own, and so we have 5 words. Apparently, is this what we're doing? We got 5 words.
Yeah, 5 words.
I have to spell, and I have to ramp up the tension here, and so I got to put myself in my own personal hell and play the game show music.
This is going to be fun.
All right, Jorge.
You're going to enjoy this.
Give it to me.
All right. So the first word we have, it's ephus.
Ephus?
Ephus.
Please give me a definition.
A slow, high-achieving, off-speed pitch to disrupt a hitter's timing.
Okay. I think I know this one. I think I know this one. Use it in a sentence, please.
Rip Selwell only gave up 1 career home run off the ephus in over 300 major leagues.
Okay, all right.
That was a hard sentence.
Ephus, ephus. E-P-H-U-S. Ephus.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah!
Correct.
Let's go. All right. I've seen that word before. All right. We're on word number 2. 1 for 1. Here we go.
Word number 2. Millennium.
Millennium?
Yes.
Definition, please.
A period of 1,000 years.
Okay. Like, sentence?
It feels like the Giants haven't been good in a millennium.
I like that. I like that. I like that sentence. Yeah.
Yeah.
Country of origin? Do we have that?
No, we don't.
No. Okay, they don't ask for that. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. Millennium. Oh gosh. MILLENnium? Millennium? Oh, was there an A in there?
MILLENIUM.
Vowels, man. The vowels kill me. All right, 1 for 2. Give me another. We're in word 3.
Inauspicious.
Oh God. Inauspicious. Give me a definition of inauspicious.
Something unsurprising, unfavorable, or ill-omened.
Okay. I don't know if I quite got the full definition.
Something unpromising.
Okay. All right. Can you give me it in a sentence, please?
The Cavaliers felt very inauspicious.
Yeah. I felt a lot of things on Monday. I certainly did. Inauspicious. I-N-A-U-S-P in us. I-C-I-O-U-S. Inauspicious.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
There we go. All right.
There you go.
2 for 3.
That was a 12th grade word.
I'm proud of myself.
So
I'm past high school, man. I got a college degree. Let's see what we got. All right. Word number 4. Here we go. Computer's buffering.
Cromwell.
Can you please give it a definition, please?
To deliver a devastating open eyes body check.
Oh. Could you please deliver it to me in a sentence?
Random player got Cromwell in the game last night.
Cronwall in the game last night. Cronwall. Sounds like a name. C-O-N-W-A-L-L? Cronwall? No.
K-R.
Oh, I forgot the R. I totally forgot the R.
It was K-R-O.
There. There's my dyslexia coming in. That works. All right. One
the
more.
Last one. You should know this.
To bat above 500.
You're
to be better than the San Francisco Giants last 2 years.
You're a foot guy. You're a foot guy.
Why am I a foot guy? Why are you telling me I'm a foot guy?
Food.
Oh, I thought you said foot. Why? You don't know when
I didn't know. I didn't know.
Give it to me.
Schnitzel.
Oh my gosh.
Schnitzel.
All right. Give me a definition.
A thin slice of meat that is often pounded, breaded, and pan-fried.
Can you give me a sentence, please?
I like lemon on my schnitzel.
SCHNITZNEL. Schnitzel.
Oh, you almost had it. Almost had it.
Wait, is it AL?
No.
No. All right.
SCHNITZEL.
I put an extra N in there.
Yeah.
Schnitzel. I did
At the
schnitzel.
end, you did.
Oh,
No.
man. Do we got a bonus word for Daniel?
Oh.
No,
Hold
no
on,
bonus.
hold on. I'll do it.
Come up with one.
Let me see.
Give him.
I might not have.
Give him Ronaldinho.
Cavalier.
All right, Daniel, come on, give us Cavalier. What did that Bullard education giving you? Come on, Daniel.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Those Cavaliers are not good.
You're absolutely right.
All right, Daniel, for all the marbles.
Cavalier. CAVL. Wait. I messed up. I already messed up.
Oh, Daniel.
I messed up.
Daniel.
CAVALIERS.
Where's the two L's showing?
I know. I forgot where I lost.
Come
where I
on,
was.
Bullard. This is one of your guys. What's Bullard teaching over there, man?
I don't represent Bullard. They'll be ashamed of me.
Yeah, that was good.
2 for 5. I think 2 for 5 is respectable, right?
I came in to pinch hit and lost the game.
Oh, you Ryan Walker did hard.
It could have gone 500 if you baited, but
you Devin Williams did hard there, man.
I bunted out.
Yeah, you pulled a Luis Rise and got picked off at second, dude. Gosh. Oh my goodness. All right, I had a lot of fun there. I have no idea who's winning the spelling bee tomorrow, but I might try to watch it. Got to lock in. See Paul break it all down tomorrow with Mina Kimes. All right, we got another hour. We got a 5 at 5 to do. We got an interview to show you as well. All of it coming up next on the Behind the Bench show here on 1430 ESPN Fresno, the Valley's local sports leader.
Get your business noticed and stand out from the crowd by visiting Megaprints. Working with the Valley's most prestigious and high-profile businesses since 1998, we print and install custom-designed signs for businesses of all types and sizes. From yard signs to banners to wallpaper and fleet graphics, Megaprints has the state-of-the-art capability to turn the signage you've dreamed of into a reality. Visit megaprints.com today to see our work and what we can do for your business.
At Helena Agri Enterprises, we're committed to helping you make the best agronomic decisions for your farm. That's why we combine cutting-edge technology with superior products. Helena's Agri-Intelligence program uses in-depth analysis to identify potential problems in the field before they take root. Combined with a complete line of high-quality crop production and crop protection inputs, Helena has the tools to help you increase productivity, enhance performance, and maximize your return on investment. Contact your local Helena representative or authorized dealer to create the right plan for your farm with Helena products and Agri-Intelligence.
Spring is in full swing, and just like baseball season, it's time to step up to the plate for something great to eat. With Lynn's Restaurant Group, every stop is a hit. From comforting bowls at Ramen Hayashi to teppanyaki at Inooishi, Japanese hot pot at Ichishabu, and all-you-can-eat hot pot and more at Lynn's Fusion. There's something for everyone. Whether you're grabbing a quick bite or sitting down after the game, Lynn's has you covered. Download the Linz app for exclusive offers and visit linzrestaurantgroup.com. Linz, a full lineup of flavor this spring.
Prices on steel and materials are going up, but at Pacific Steel Supply, they're still delivering the best deals in the industry. Whether it's residential, commercial, industrial, or ag projects, Pacific Steel Supply will match or beat any competitor's price by an extra 10% on top quality steel, metal roofing, and components. With 24/7 service, fast delivery, and the best prices, the time to act is now. Get your free quote today from Pacific Steel Supply in Fresno, Ashland, and Parkway off Highway 99 or online at pacificsteelsupply.com.
If you're an employer and sponsor a retirement plan for your employees, why not work with an advisor that's also an employer and a plan sponsor? One that knows firsthand what it takes to deliver what you need. That's 401k Specialists, the retirement plan team powered by Thiessen-Duker Modern Wealth Management. Find out what makes 401k Specialists different at thiessen-duker.com. The advisors of Thiessen-Duker Modern Wealth Management are registered representatives with and securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Hey guys, Phil Benotti from Behind the Bench. Spring is here, and that means more fans on the move, more cars on the road, and unfortunately, more accidents. When the temperatures rise, so do tempers. The roads get busier and the drivers get more aggressive. So whether you're heading to the game or just getting across town, know that if the unexpected happens, you're not alone. The team at Davis and Van Wagenen has your back. They know the road, they know the law, and they fight to get what you deserve. Stay safe this spring. Call the name Fresno trusts. Davis and Van Wagenen.
Precision Civil Engineering is building the Valley from the ground up. From planning and land surveying to civil engineering and construction management, they handle it all with the experience you can trust. Proud sponsors of Fresno State Athletics, Precision brings that same commitment to excellence to every project. With over 20 years of experience, they're helping shape the communities we live and work in every day. From concept to completion, it's all done with precision. Learn more at precisioneng.com. Go Dogs!
Here at Total Wine & More, our amazing selection means you'll always
love what you find.
Dad, what are you doing here?
Just getting a sneak peek at my Father's Day gifts.
Well, I was thinking of getting you this Barrel Select bourbon.
That's a really nice bottle.
And Total Wine has it at the totally lowest price.
Wow. You always were my favorite.
Thanks, Dad.
Talking to the bourbon, sweetie.
Find what you love what you find. Like the perfect gift for Dad at the perfect price. Only at Total Wine & More.
And drink responsibly. B21.
Your home of the San Francisco 49ers. 1430 ESPN, the Valley's local sports leader, KFIG Fresno.
I'm Christine Lisi, moments away from opening face-off for the Canadiens and Hurricanes in Game 4 of the NHL's Eastern Conference Final from Montreal. Carolina's up 2-1, is 5-0 on the road this postseason. So how do the Habs tie the series up tonight? ESPN NHL Network analyst E.J. Raddick.
Just got to get more traffic, got to spend more time in the offensive zone, got to get more shots and more chances, more shot attempts. That's really the key for me. Get the lead, push Carolina on their heels a little bit.
E.J. Raddick on Amber and Ian. Baseball, NL Cy Young favorite. Christopher Sanchez struck out 9. He gave up 6 hits in 7 scoreless innings. In the Phillies' 3-0 victory over the Padres, Sanchez extended his scoreless streak to 44 in 2/3 innings. In the process, he passed Grover Cleveland Alexander for the new franchise scoreless streak record. Sanchez's ERA is 1.53 through his first 12 starts. Mariners routed the A's 9-1. They completed the sweep and moved into first in the AL West. After being held without a hit through 7, Brewers broke through in the 8th. 2 runs, 3 hits. They beat the Cardinals 2-1. Major League leading Braves taking on the Red Sox tonight. Atlanta trails at Boston 2-0 in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Cubs, desperate to snap their 10-game losing streak, knotted up at 4 with the Pirates in the top of the 5th inning. Twins leading the White Sox 1-0 top of the 2nd. Byron Buxton with a solo home run. A rough night for the team with the best record in the AL. That would be Tampa, down 6-0 in Baltimore, bottom of the 5th inning. Mets leading the Reds 2-1 top of the 3rd. Juan Soto with his 12th home run of the season.
Hey, Rich Eisen here. I'll be out of the chair this week, but you're in good hands on The Rich Eisen Show with Susie Schuster and O'Shea Jackson Jr. guest hosting in my place. That's The Rich Eisen Show on Disney+, the ESPN app, and ESPN Radio.
From local high school sports,
it's good to be joined by our student athlete of the week. Anthony, how's it feel to be a student athlete of the week?
Feels good, man.
To your Fresno State Bulldogs.
Pleasure to always have Coach Entz in the building here. And Coach, how are you doing on this Tuesday night?
Doing good. Doing really good.
When the athletic director of Fresno State drops in here at ESPN Fresno. Garrett, it's good to have you in.
You know, we're just grinding every day, trying to get better. But beautiful weather right now.
And voices from the pros.
On ESPN Fresno with Sean Merriman, Charger linebacker. Great.
Man, appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Q Myers joining me now. He's with the Raiders, of course.
Man, I love Fresno. I really do, man.
Rick Neuheisel here with us on ESPN Fresno.
It is a treat to be on ESPN Fresno.
This is your home for all things sports. Hosted by Phil Benotti, breaking it down, calling it like it is, and taking you behind the game. This is Behind the Bench on ESPN Fresno.
That is right. Behind the bench here on 1430 ESPN Fresno, the Valley's local sports leader, here live at the 5 o'clock hour as we are 1 hour away from sending you on your way to your Wednesday afternoon, evening. And you going to a Grizzlies game tonight? I think I might pop myself down there and check it out. Daniel, you been to a Grizzlies game yet?
I have not. You know, I haven't been getting many days off from my other job, so... Yeah. That's part of it, but maybe soon. Hopefully I get a day during the week.
Tickets are cheap, and they're home the next 2 weeks. So
definitely.
Good opportunity. They got the Giants in town. A much better Giants club, I would say. I could argue the San Jose Giants are playing better baseball than the San Francisco Giants at the moment.
You know what? There's only one way to find out.
They go down there and check them out.
Yep.
So that's all week. Sunday, today through Sunday. I know Friday's a big one. They got Toy Story night. Big Toy Story fans out there. If you want to watch fireworks show and all that fun stuff, that's going on down there.
I think we put it like this, Phil. We tally how many points the Giants of San Francisco have scored this past week, and then the Giants of San Jose.
Yeah,
and we see who scores more.
Yeah, that's a good measurement. That's certainly a good measurement, and multiply it by 5 because the Giants have scored a pitiful amount of runs the last couple days. So it's less than the other team. That's certainly where it is. You know, I forgot to mention hockey, and I just want to mention. I'm gonna put my hand up on this one, folks, because I was dead wrong about how the Western Conference would go. Real quick. I know I'm off the topic a little bit here, but I'll get to it, the 5 of 5 here in a moment. But I did want to address we had like no time to address hockey yesterday, and so I just want to acknowledge, folks, that I am shocked. I am 100% shocked the Vegas Golden Knights won it in 4 games over the Colorado Avalanche. And the curse of the President Trophy continues to reign supreme in the National Hockey League. Folks, do not be the best team in the regular season. That's just simply what it is, because you're not winning the cup or you're not getting anywhere near it, man. And the Colorado Avalanche, who has uber amount of talent on their roster, man, just pouring talent out from their bench. It is shocking to me that they bow out in 4 games to the Vegas Golden Knights. And I know not many people are hockey people or a Shark Station. I'm trying to just keep you in the know of what's going on in hockey. And now the damn Vegas Golden Knights are making it to the Stanley Cup final. I cannot stand it. If you're a Sharks fan, it is a tough day yesterday to see Vegas handle business and wrap it up in 4. So I hate their coach. Their coach is a goon. John Tortorella, that guy is just leached off of every franchise you could think of in the hockey right now to get to where he's gone. It's amazing he has a job at the moment. Leading this team to a Stanley Cup final. This is the least rootable team you can think of in hockey at the moment. So go whoever goes out of the East. Trust me, you want to know how much I don't like Vegas at the moment? I will consider rooting for the Montreal Canadiens coming out of this Eastern Conference final, which right now is led by Carolina 2-1 at the moment. So that's where I'm at. Dan, you haven't been watching this, so I don't know if you got any opinion.
I've tuned in here or there.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still getting into hockey. But, you know, there's this one term, you know, I hear it a lot in basketball. It's always unethical hoops.
Yeah.
The Golden Knights, I hate the Golden Knights. That's one thing I will always stand on. I hate them for everything they stand for.
Yes.
Because they play unethical puck.
Yes, unethical puck. Now, to me, what's the definition of unethical puck? For me, unethical puck could be 2 different things. It could be what the Florida Panthers represented over the last 2 years, which is try to injure everybody as you possibly humanly can and then find a way to win in every aspect of it. My Bruins are a example of that in every which way. Or on the flip side, what Montreal represents is when I look up at your score and I see only 7 shots through nearly the entire game back in game 2, I'm looking at you, and you end up tying this game somehow, even though you're outshot 3-1 at some point, and somehow that shows an equivalence of you almost winning this game as much as the Hurricanes are. I know Montreal beat Tampa in the first round by only shooting 9 times. They got 9 shots on goal, and yet they beat Tampa and beat them in a Game 7. It's just pathetic hockey. Get it out of my screen. I need the Canes to finish this off as fast as humanly possible, and let's shut the Quebecois up north for a little bit here and get this win. So go Canes! I'm showing my bias today. That's what I'm doing. All right.
That sounds a lot like it sounds like soccer's like pouring into hockey now. It sounds like Arsenal or Atletico, Jorge.
Who's the team that just barely shoots it and somehow wins it all the time?
Arsenal and Atletico.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're teams that get one goal and they next thing you know it's they're just defending the whole time and making a horrible spectacle.
Is that what Arsenal's going to do on Saturday against?
Well, that's just the school of like
PSG.
I hope not.
They could.
Absolutely could.
It's
because what does PSG care about? They get paid a lot of money regardless, right?
I mean, they get a payout, but also
they get bonuses.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. They're happy to be there, man.
They wanna win that.
I don't feel like PSG wants to win it. Those guys are too coddled.
Yeah, they said that last year, and look what happened.
Didn't Mbappe leave them?
Yeah, but Mbappe left them, and ever since then they've been so much better.
Wow.
And Real Madrid's been bad.
This is my limited knowledge of soccer at this moment. We have reached the capacity. The cup has run full on my soccer knowledge, and that's where I'm at.
Will you be tuning into the Champions League on Saturday?
God, no. I will not be. You can give me a full recap on Monday. All right, let's do my 5 at 5, and that is going to be the top 5 games I'm most anticipating now that we know the kickoff times for Fresno State. But let's play the intro.
5 at 5 with Benotti is brought to you by FFB Bank, Faithful Financial Banking. What does FFB mean to you?
Anyone else want to participate in this one, or is it just going to be me today?
I'll participate.
You'll participate? Okay. All right. Sounds good. Let's start with
number 5.
Number 5. I like the Sac State game. I'm looking forward to this. The juice is real, and there's a real prove it mentality right now with Sac State who wants to be a big boy, man, and they want to come into our building and try to be a big boy alongside of us, and they paid a exorbitant amount of money to try to be a big boy, and so I'm ready to have a little bad blood between us and the Hornets starting on September 12th. So home opener, 7:30 at night. Things are going to be hot. Things are going to be restless. Some bad blood, I'd say. I like this at number 5 for me. Sac State, my number 5 game I'm most looking forward to with the schedule.
So I have 2 5s considering
you can't do that.
No, look, as I wanted to put the flex game at 5.
Sure, okay.
If I can do that, I will.
No.
Okay, then that's why I have the alternate. Give me Utah State at 5.
Okay.
I like it because I feel like no matter what, Fresno State has a history of Utah State in the Mountain West, and these games have always been close, especially with them. And, usually most of the time we're playing them, it's always, to decide who's going to the Mountain West Championship or to move into that second spot, sometimes even the first. And once again, that game is late into the season. And this time we're competing for the Pac-12.
Could be a little chilly.
Exactly.
Number 4.
I'm going Pullman. It's the first game at Pullman against Washington State, 6:30 on a Saturday night. It's going to be fantastic. Some history there with the Bulldogs getting going and playing against the Cougars, who I would say is the greater of the 2 remaining Pac-12 teams from before. And I look forward to what we can do up there in the Washington rural area, and I think it's going to be a fascinating matchup between 2 teams that have some aspirations. I think the Bulldogs defense, of course, against what Wazoo usually is, a good offensive team and what they are represented. And so I think it's going to be a formidable test in the stretch of a really formidable part of the schedule, and I like that it's a night game up there. I think the Bulldogs can be ready. I'm looking forward to our first ever game against the Washington State Cougars in Pullman. We played Washington State before, and by the way, 2 years ago, I want that revenge. I want that revenge from 2 years ago. I'm still mad about that game, outside of the pick six. So, let's
that game all too well.
Let's get some revenge and get Washington State up there.
So for my number 4, I'm giving the game San Jose State because they're a rival. We battle for that V every time we play them, and just the fact that this game is super late. I love the idea of this being at least for us, the welcome back to the Pac-12 after dark. I think this will be a very competitive game, and I really do think this is the first game where we prove who we really are. Yeah, we have USC. Yeah, we have Sac State, but those aren't teams we really have too much history with. As with San Jose State, there's going to be hunger to want to beat this team no matter how good or bad they are.
I like the entry. I have bigger fish to fry, though.
Number 3.
That is the revenge game at San Diego State on October 17th. I'm ready for it, man. Let's get that oil can back home because I have a bad taste in my mouth from homecoming a year ago. I was in a daze, man. It was 1 o'clock. I was angry walking out, man. And I did not enjoy that game whatsoever. One of the low points of the Bulldog season last year. And so I am looking forward to going down there at Snapdragon Stadium, finally getting a win. I think it's got to be the first win we ever could get down there because we have not had our success against the Aztecs, despite what their struggles were over the last few years. They're a good team now. It's going to matter. And potentially one of 2 matchups we get with them because that could be the flex game at home. That's what at least we're slated to play against San Diego State. So let's get that first matchup, prime time on a Saturday night, 7:30 p.m. Let's get it rolling. Give me that oil can back here, man. We need it.
Yeah, that was going to be my number 3 as well. I love this rivalry with this team. Granted, we usually don't come out on top, but my memory is a couple years ago where we were down early in the halftime, going into halftime, and then coming back. I was part of that crowd that left. Granted, it wasn't my fault. My parents wanted to leave, but I get home, put the game on the TV, and all of a sudden we are coming back and beating this San Diego State team. So
that was 4 years ago. You're talking the Hainer comeback, yeah.
And that is my memory of this rivalry.
You were making me think. I'm like, what comeback are you talking about from last year? There was no comeback.
This was Hainer.
There was laying down last year. It was tough to watch. No, you're Hainer. You're right about the Hainer one.
Yeah, and that's my memory of this rivalry, and I want it to continue, but I want us to continue to be on top. So that's my number 3.
Let's go get it, man. Let's go get it from San Diego. I feel good about this team getting it.
Number 2.
USC. There's so much history, man. And you from a certain era, you know what I'm talking about. You know the certain games that we played against USC at USC against that Trojan team, and we know Lincoln Riley teams are soft. We know it. We know what that team's all about, and that's all about the flair and the Hollywood baby. Yeah,
soft.
Here he comes, Mr. USC coming to defend. And I knew he couldn't stay off mic because I was ready to rile him up, but I feel that this is as good as an opportunity to go beat that team at the Coliseum as any other, right? Because we didn't really get that good crack at them back at 06 was a phenomenal game. Maybe it was 05. I think it was 05. 05, the Reggie Bush game, of course, everyone knows. And then, back in 2013, that bowl game, I don't count bowl games whatsoever. That was not ideal of a situation. We knew we didn't have the man to make it happen at the coaching helm to get that team rolling there for a game in Vegas. And then 2019, we know that team was a little flawed and ended up, missing out on being a 500 team or less. And so there were some issues with it, injury issues, whatnot. And even though we played it close, it was an ideal start to that. And then, of course, they go knock out our quarterback. 22, right, against Jake Hainer? 23?
Is that what it was?
That was the game where he got the hip stinger, man. And we started 1-4, and that kind of started our 1-4 stretch.
That's the same year we went to it.
And then he came back and ended up winning the Mountain West anyway. But Hainer got hurt in that game. They took it out, and I don't count that against the record, man, because you go and take out our quarterback. So I'm ready, man. I'm ready to go. Let's go get it. Let's go get it,
okay.
Dude. I'm ready. I'm stealing the Trojan horse if we win. It's happening.
Good luck with that, but okay.
I know. I'm ready to make it happen.
I was there in 19, and that was a better game. It
was a close game.
Just a couple mistakes made it so that it got out of hand, but at the same time, it's like they could have really done something there.
Yeah.
It was Hainers, or who was it?
Reyna.
Yeah.
Jorge Reyna. Just this team feels as primed as any to beat this team right now. Beat USC. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my gut. This is as good of an opportunity to go beat that damn team down south that we tried to beat for the last 25, 30 years.
I don't know. USC kind of upgraded their stuff. And,
cool. It looks nicer. They still got to play football, man.
I'm talking about their team. They upgraded their.
Cool. They look nicer. They still got to play football, man.
What even is a Trojan?
What is a Trojan?
You guys don't know the Iliad?
There's a comment I want to make that I can't make on air.
I know. You stop it. Get out of here. Go. What's your number 2?
I have a feeling we got the same top 3, but I was going to say USC as well. Just
okay.
I like the idea of this being Matt Entz's, technically,
revenge game.
Yeah, revenge game. Like, this was the team we took.
He's got the X's and O's, Jorge. Come on. Keep going.
I mean, that was really it, because you said everything I wanted to say, so.
All right, there we go. Let's go to number 1.
Number 1.
We know it. We love it. It's Boise, man. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep that win streak rolling on them, man. Boise State on an October 10th night on 7:30.
I'm done with that.
At Bulldog Stadium. Let's get that rolling. Let's get that rocking. I remember the Malik Sherrod kickoff return we got last time they came and visit our stadium. Never relinquished the lead. Always kept scoring. And then for some reason, that team showed up last year and just absolutely beat the you-know-what out of that Bronco team, man. It was so much fun. What a pleasant surprise that game was last year.
I love that.
That might be one of my top 5 just feeling great games I've ever felt watching Bulldogs.
I don't know what it is, but being a Fresno State fan, just the hate you have for Boise, it's another level. And I plan going to this game. This was my number 1 as well. But I plan on going to this game because it's like a couple days off of my birthday. I need that win to solidify a perfect birthday.
And understand the stakes here, folks. You win this game, you got the inside track potentially to hosting them. We're so damn tired of winning a championship on the blue. Let's go have a championship here, man. Have that tiebreaker. Host that Pac-12 championship. Beat it here at our stadium. Make them come back to us instead of damn semantics that the Mountain West all put together to try to make us play over there all the damn time.
We beat them over there, too. So.
I like it, but let's have the fans have our moment.
Right.
Come on.
Right. Let's have
the trophy in our house.
Field storm.
Let's get. Well, I'm not inciting any sort of incidents here. I'm legally obligated to say.
Stay in the state.
Act responsibly.
We have passed a way to take the goalpost to the nearest watering hole.
Yes, the ponding basin that's like 4 blocks. We were pitching that, because if we're going to tear down the goalposts, there's a ponding basin about 4 blocks north, or 3 blocks north.
At this point, just take it to River Park.
What is it? It's Cedar and Bullard?
Yeah, it's Cedar and Bullard.
Yeah. We'll do it. I won't. I'm not, never mind. I'm not trying to get in any legal trouble. Folks, act responsibly. But let's go. Let's go beat this Broncos team.
That was Phil's 5 at 5.
All right. We got a little Way Back Wednesday interview or you next. So when you come back, we will be hearing from Tony Caviglia, the coach from Fresno City football, next.
Whoever it was that said rainy days are followed by rainbows and pots of gold definitely wasn't in the raisin business. Rain in the wrong places at the wrong time can be a disaster, a crop disaster, and a financial disaster. In short, it can mean there's no payday for all of your labor. Fortunately, it doesn't have to be that way. The solution? Crop insurance for raisins. Bowman & Associates, your local crop insurance specialist, has been writing raisin crop insurance for over 40 years. Bowman & Associates is one of the largest crop insurance agencies in the state and the nation. Call Kent, Quinn, or Blake Bowman today and let them design a policy customized to suit your individual growing needs. Time is running out to purchase rain insurance. With the unstable weather patterns and current low premium rates, now is the time to call Bowman & Associates at 499-2020.
Bowman & Associates, the crop insurance specialists.
California Department of Insurance license number 0F64178.
Citizens Business Bank is a proud sponsor of the Fresno State Bulldogs. Hi, I'm Susan Woosner, Senior Vice President and Manager of Citizens Business Bank in Fresno. We proudly support California's thriving small to medium-sized businesses. Our relationship-based approach and straightforward business model set us apart in the financial services industry. We are a banking partner that understands your industry and your company. Whether you're expanding operations or planning for the future, Citizens Business Bank is here to help ensure your banking experience is smooth, convenient, and aligned with your success. My team strives to build long-term banking relationships by getting to personally know you and your business, and then providing you with a wide array of powerful solutions customized to your unique financial needs. Visit cbbank.com to learn how Citizens Business Bank can help contribute to your success. That's cbbank.com. Citizens Business Bank, N.A., Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Spring and summer weddings, prom, graduation. Patrick James is your premier destination. Elegant tuxedos and suits for purchase or rental. We offer full-service tailoring on site, custom clothing offerings, and the West Coast's first Martin Dingman Lodge and Johnny O Shop and Shop. Please come in and experience the exemplary customer service and quality apparel carefully selected for you from all your favorite brands. Patrick James in Fig Garden Village or patrickjames.com. Started in Fresno and serving the Valley since 1962.
Quick, where can you find a great selection of Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, Serta, and Mattress First bedding? Easy. The same place you'll find adjustable beds, sheets, pillows, mattress protectors, and more. Sleep Retreat, Inside Fashion Furniture. It's the same place you'll find 150 recliners, custom upholstery, leather sectionals, dining furniture, and even office furniture, not including thousands of decorating ideas that you're really gonna love. Fashion Furniture on El Paso, across from River Park. There's nothing like it in all of California.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry's starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover, all for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter code FOOTBALL at checkout. That's harrys.com, code FOOTBALL. Enjoy!
Armament! 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 Say it with him. Armament, your go-to team for residential and commercial roofing done right. This summer, score big.
The $1,000 off your roofing project when you sign up is now extended through the end of May.
Don't wait for the heat. Lock it in now. Visit ArmamentCoatingsAndRoofing.com for your free quote. ArmamentCoatingsAndRoofing.com. Armament, armament, armament.
All right, it is a pleasure to be joined in studio by a legend here in the Central Valley, of course, as you know him. Tony Caviglia joins me now, and first time talking with him, a retired coach of the Fresno City side of things, which I know for you it was an interesting choice to transition to the retired life. But Tony, appreciate you coming on by and chatting.
Yeah, appreciate being invited to come down here, and I'm still dealing with retirement. Not sure exactly what's in store. I don't know if I'm happy or sad or what, but I've been coaching football for now 45 years and 27 over at City, and I think it's time to let somebody else take the reins.
Long time, man, long time. But why now did this feel like the time for you?
Yeah, it just felt right. I think our program is in a really good spot right now. We really had a young football team that was talented. Guys played really good last year. We got great support here in this community. Our culture is good. things are rolling, and I think I left the program in a good spot, and it was a good time to make a break, and just excited to see what's gonna happen down the road.
Right, the history, the rich traditions that Fresno City has, and of course, you being there for so long with this team, and talking about just in the grand scheme of things, because now you're in retrospective and what you've kind of accomplished there. Tell me a little bit about the kind of culture you wanted to build at Fresno City and what you've seen transpire over your time at Fresno City.
Well, I just think if you were going to put a moniker on our time there, it would be consistency. We never had a losing season in 27 years, which is something I'm extremely proud of. It's hard to win football games with 2-year players that come in and out every year. The 4-year guys complain about the portal and guys transferring, and
right.
We've lived that for a number of decades, and that's the junior college way. But we've been a consistent winner. 224 games at Fresno City College in 27 years is a lot of wins. But you don't do that unless you have a support staff, a coaching staff, and great players, and really great feeder programs here in Fresno that give you access to kids that really love the game of football and want to use football to get other places and maybe turn their life around. So that's pretty much what I'm proud of.
And of course, in this day and age, college football, there's a lot of folks with a lot of different agendas in those situations. But when you come to JUCO, when you get guys who come to JUCO, guys who come to coach at JUCO, there's a real investment in what they're trying to accomplish there. And I got to imagine you don't get the duplicity of what goes on at JUCO. And is that why, I'm curious of why that kind of drew you to this spot and you stayed around for as long as you did?
Yeah, it's a interesting level. In high school, you're trying to win games and trying to get your kids to colleges. At the 4-year college, you're trying to recruit players into your colleges.
Mm-hmm.
At our level, we're trying to recruit them, get them into our school, and also get them out and get them recruited. So we got to hit it on both ends, and that makes the job a little tougher than most people know. But one thing you have with junior college players is you got kids that are they're hungry, they want to be there,
mm-hmm.
They're not on scholarship, they don't have their hand out. All they want to do is have an opportunity to play the game of football that they love, and get off to a good start academically, and use what we have to offer to get them to the next level. Those are great kids to have to spend your time with.
The rewarding part too, right? When you watch these guys just develop into what they become, right? From when you bring them in as true freshmen to when you let them go after their sophomore season, those valuable 24 months, man. I got to feel like that's rewarding when you see a guy really blossom like that.
Well, there's 1,000 stories of guys that have come to us, and 5 years later they're coming back and they got things rolling like they're supposed to be, and they're successful. They got great families, and not all of them go play in the NFL, right, or even go play Division I football, but most all of them have moved on to bigger and better things. And I just love when I hear guys graduate. We had, I think, one of the coaches told me we had 37 guys graduate from 4-year colleges this year, which to me is special. And then if they go on to play at Fresno State, or if they go on to play other places, we get to follow them and watch them.
Mm-hmm.
But the big picture is, what are they going to do for society? What kind of father they're going to be? What kind of family man they're going to be? And some of these guys made turned the corner big time to get rolling in the right direction.
You mentioned the 1,000 stories you can think of to it, but maybe I'm gonna put you in a hard spot here. But is there a couple stories that come to mind from your time that stand out about guys kind of going through the system and doing it the right way from what you saw when you were a coach of Fresno City?
Oh yeah, I mean there's Kyle Biggs at Central High School is one of them. I mean Kyle was a quarterback my second year here. He went to Merced College his first year out of high school, and just still trying to figure out his life and where he wanted to be. And I believe the time he spent at Fresno City College kind of got him pointed in the right direction. And then to see the success that he's had at Central High School is amazing. And you know, he figured it out, and that's good to see. On and on, you know. Let alone the NFL guys that came and weren't even the best players on our team, like such as Matt Giordano wasn't even the best player on our football team at Fresno City College.
Right.
Now he played 6 years in the NFL and coaching at Chicago now. Marquise Williams is the same guy, right? You know, I'm looking at Bullitt High School right over your shoulder, and he came to us, was a nickel back for us, and now he's a special teams coordinator for the Las Vegas Raiders. You know, and just turned a corner and got a kickstart, and you know, kids take advantage of their opportunity, and you know, they take it as far as they want, and it's good to see.
You mentioned just not only those guys getting to those levels, but when you mentioned the names you mentioned, these are coaches that end up being really good at what they do. And so how much do you credit to what you've been able to develop with the minds you've put around this program, and say it's not just that they're good players, it's guys that have the ability to grow the game in some sense like they're able to do, and coach at the highest levels? Yeah,
you know, learn the game of football, and you know, the game of football helps a lot of kids. You know, if you look at all the thousands of football players that have come through Fresno City College, if we didn't have that football program, what would happen to those guys?
Right.
You know, they use our program as a vehicle to get to you know, to maybe to reshape their lives, and I'm just really fortunate to be a part of that.
Absolutely, and it's been great to kind of see it all develop, of course, and there's so many great examples of it. But of course, you're hanging it up, and you're passing the baton to someone new, and I think announced today. We know the new name, Coach Josh Brown, right? That's who's coming in, and he'll be introduced, I think, next week for you guys. But were you part of the committee? First of all, were you part of that search committee for a new coach? And tell me about that process of if you have the details on it, and how you guys landed on it.
Well, first of all, we have a press conference at Ratcliffe Stadium, 3 o'clock on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Which we'll introduce Josh. And no, I was not part of the committee. And I didn't feel comfortable being on that committee because there's too many of friends that I had that were applying for the job, and I didn't want to be the guy that chose one over the other. And
that's fair.
And Derek Johnson did a great job putting a solid committee together, and our president and Dr. Derek Johnson, our associate dean, you know, they did a fabulous job coming up with Josh. And you know, Josh, I talked to him the other day. You know, he was coaching at Cal Poly when my son went through there, and I told him on the phone. I said, a couple of years ago, I gave you my son. Now I'm going to give you my baby. So better take care of it. You know, he's been recruiting the Valley. He knows all these high school coaches. He's been a fixture in recruiting for all the colleges that he coached at. University of Hawaii, University of Nevada. And he's most recently the defensive coordinator at Sac State. But he's been recruiting the Valley with all these programs, and that's a big part of it, because you know our high school coaches, who are the lifeblood of our football program, know him and respect him and know the kind of person he is, and will not have a problem sending kids to Fresno City College. And then now he's got to get used to the 2-year level. He's been a 4-year college coach his whole life, and you know, 2-year football is a little bit different.
A little bit.
And I think he'll pick it up pretty quickly.
Just from the defensive perspective, of course, he comes from that side of the ball, but now he has to take over the duties on all fronts and make those big decisions and be the guy that everyone's looking at as far as the in-game management side of things. You know, how much of that is such a transition? Like, how quickly does that come at you as a coach? I'm sure you remember when that was first introduced to you, of all the duties a head coach is getting there. But what is he facing as a new head coach?
Well, you know, you got to put on different hats. You know, you got to be the strength coach, and you got to be the fundraiser. You got to be the recruiting coordinator. You got to, you know, coordinate or one side of the ball and maybe have hands on the other side of the ball. You got game day is a little bit different when you're a head coach. You gotta make sure the academics are in it. I mean, you gotta do everything.
Right.
And it's not easy, but thank God we have great support over at Fresno City College for him, and he's the sharp guy. He understands college football, college athletics, and I don't think it's going to be too big of a problem for him.
The history that's attached to this job, though, I got to imagine, everyone's got some high expectations for continuing the status quo of what this program has been, which is just winning, right? And so I got to imagine, him, of course, whatever pressure that comes from that'll be a byproduct of all of that. But I think I got to imagine, I don't know if there's advice or there's something that you think about, like how he can handle all of the people that love and cherish Fresno City football that you've dealt with, you've talked to people around this whole thing. How do you help that aspect for him, knowing that a lot of people really cherish this program?
Yeah, I think he has to get out in the community, and he has to meet people, and he knows the high school programs in this town, but he doesn't know the ins and outs of our program and the former players and the history of the program, and that's just going to take time.
Yeah.
And he's going to immerse himself into that. There's no question in my mind. But yeah, there's a lot of tradition. There's just so many great people in this town that have come through our program, and the best way to get to know those guys is through fundraising. To be perfectly honest with you, people think, it's hard to ask people for money, but in this town, pick up the phone and call a guy and visit with them, and then ask him for money. And I think that's something that he's going to be doing.
Well, you got something coming up. Let's talk about it real quick. You got a golf tournament coming up, and you're seem to be spearheading this thing. And so, you want to let people know, what's coming up with what's it called, the Rams Classic? Is that what it's called, or what are we calling it?
Yeah, we've been doing this golf tournament for many years. It's been a staple fundraiser for our program. All the money that we raise goes straight into the 2026 football team. We have to feed our players. We got to buy them helmets. There's so much more that we have to do for our players that we can't do if we didn't raise money.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a pretty successful. I told Josh I would take care of the fundraising for this year because I want him just to get to know our program, get to know this town, and get to know our team, and just immerse himself into football. I told him I would really help out with the Ram Huddle Club golf tournament and our Wall of Fame dinner, and get that thing rolling so he can kind of see what we've done in the past. And if he wants to make changes, he's willing. He can do whatever he feels comfortable with. But I'd like for him to see what we've done in the past. But yeah, this golf tournament is coming up June 15th, Monday. It's at Copper River. It'll be in the morning. If anybody needs information, they can just email me, tony.cavilla@fresnocitycollege.edu. Not hard to find that email address, and you can pay at the door. Just get your foursome together, and all the former players that played here, I'd love to have you guys come to this golf tournament and meet Josh. Josh will be there. It'll be a great opportunity to get to meet him for the first time, and we're going to get him out and around so he gets a feel for what Fresno is about, Fresno City College football is about, and make this natural transition.
How's your golf game going right now?
It's work in progress.
As everyone's.
Like everybody's. Tell me a golfer that's satisfied with his golf game, and I'll show you somebody that doesn't play golf. So.
Yeah, right.
Nobody's happy with it, but just it's a work in progress.
For sure.
It's a great game for old guys to play.
Maybe a little more room for improvement now that you got
Maybe I could practice.
You got the retirement side of things now. You got a little more time on your hands to improve the thing.
Yeah.
Tony, I know it's going to be an interesting transition for you. Have you even decided how you're going to handle this fall? Now you're going to go to some games. You're going to try to stay away from it. Have you decided yet on what that's going to look like yet? Or maybe go to some other events, and check it out.
Made no decisions.
Yeah, it's going to be weird, right?
I'm going back to Ohio State. I know that. I'm gonna go. I have a lot of friends still in Columbus. Want to watch a game back there. I'm going to go to LSU game. I'm going to watch the Rams, definitely.
Yeah.
I just haven't made a schedule yet of exactly what I'm going to do. I want
to. You knew what your schedule was for how many years in the fall?
Yeah, 45 years.
You've never had to make your own schedule in the fall.
And not only did I know my schedule, my wife knew my schedule.
Exactly.
Because she knew not to make any arrangements in the fall. So this is the first time we have some things we can do in the fall that we haven't been able to do. I'd like to get over to some Fresno State games.
Of course.
I haven't been able to do that much. And so I'll be calling Chris Pacheco for some tickets, and I'm sure he'll help me out. But be nice to watch the Bulldogs. I'm excited to watch them play a little bit, and I think this Ram football team next year is loaded. I think there's a lot of really good players coming back, and my staff that was here this spring, and staff in waiting. Did a good job keeping everybody together. They did a great job recruiting. There's some really good high school kids coming in. I think this football team next year, without putting too much pressure on Coach Brown, but I think they could really make some noise. So there's a lot of exciting things, and still don't know what, again, like I said, don't know what retirement really means. I'm not going to watch TV. I'll be doing something.
Absolutely.
But exactly what at this point, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it should be. You'll find things to do. I'm sure you'll find a reason to stay busy in every form and fashion. But Tony, it's exciting. New era for you, and it's going to be a new era for the Rams. But I'm sure it's in good hands with Coach Josh Brown. So look forward to chatting with him at some point down the road. So,
cool.
Tony, appreciate it. Thanks for coming on the show.
Hey, thanks for having me, and all the best.
All the best, and go Rams, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Tony Caviglia here on 1430 ESPN. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with more show right after this on 1430 ESPN Fresno, the Valley's local sports leader.
Steel prices are rising everywhere except where it counts. Pacific Steel Supply INC in Fresno still delivers unbeatable value, rain or shine. They'll match or beat any competitor's price by at least 10% on top quality steel, roofing, and components. 24/7 service? Absolutely. When storms hit, Pacific Steel Supply INC keeps your build moving. Get your free quote today at PacificSteelSupplyINC.com. Pacific Steel Supply INC. Premium products delivered on time, every time.
The Donald P. Dick Super Saver Program is a preventive maintenance plan designed to keep your HVAC system running at maximum efficiency, significantly lowering energy bills. Membership includes 2 scheduled inspections per year, once in the fall for your heating system and once in the spring for your cooling system. Prevent costly repairs and lower your PG&E cost and get priority service, plus a 15% discount on any repairs and an extended 60-day callback period with diagnostic fee waived. By inspecting, cleaning, and calibrating your HVAC system, it will help you avoid costly repairs and extend the life of your air conditioning and heating equipment, ensuring year-round comfort with dependable, top-priority service from Donald P. Dick. Take advantage of 3 generations of experience. Call Mr. Cool at 559-294-2100 and ask about our Super Saver program. 294-2100.
Every day, the choices you make matter, especially for your business and the community around you. When you choose to bank local with FFB Bank, your deposits don't sit on the sidelines. They help fund local businesses, create jobs, and strengthen the neighborhoods you serve. With business accounts designed for you, local decision-making, and a team that understands your goals, FFB is here to help you grow. Because your success is everyone's success. Be the one who builds community while building your business. Visit ffb.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender. Head to Grease Monkey, where we help you get in, get out, and get going. From full-service oil changes and brakes to preventative maintenance, our certified technicians keep your vehicle running at its best. Need tires or alignments? Visit our Millburn location. Need Star Smog service? Stop by our North Blackstone location across the street from Hobby Lobby. And right now, mention this ad and receive $15 off your next oil change service and $10 off your smog. Fast service, trusted technicians, quality care for your vehicle. Grease Monkey Fresno, done fast, done right.
Welcome to Banyan Tree, Fresno's favorite dispensary. Voted 2025's Best of Central California's People's Choice Award. Need some healing and relaxation? From flower to edibles, concentrate to vapes, we've got top shelf products at down-to-earth prices. Whether you're a seasoned smoker or just kinda curious, our knowledgeable staff will help you find your perfect match. So climb the Banyan Tree and see how high you can get today. Order ahead at banyantreefresno.com for quick and easy pickup. Banyan Tree, rooted in quality, grown in Fresno.
The Foundation at FCOE is committed to supporting programs that inspire learning, foster growth, and open doors for students across Fresno County in the areas of academics, agriculture, the arts, and athletics. Your generosity makes this work possible and helps students grow and succeed. Join us in shaping brighter futures. Make a difference today at fcoefoundation.org. The Foundation at FCOE, empowering students, supporting educators, and strengthening communities.
Introducing The Sidebar, a brand new open-air beer garden at Me and Ed's Coney Island Grill in River Park. Experience a new way to catch a game, hang with friends, and enjoy new appetizers, char-grilled burgers, salads, wings with over 10 house-made sauces, and of course, world-famous Me and Ed's Pizza. Thirsty? Try our self-poured taps with over a dozen craft beers, wines, ciders, and craft seltzers. Plus a full bar with an impressive selection of tequilas, whiskeys, and craft cocktails. The Sidebar at Me and Ed's Coney Island Grill, now open in River Park.
Here on 1430 ESPN, wrapping it up today. If there was any song that could be the complete opposite of how I feel about the Giants, it's this one. Complete opposite feeling of how
that
I
was picked by Aaron Turner.
Well, great song. No, but I just want to contextualize that this is the complete opposite. What is described in that song is the exact opposite of how I felt about the Giants today. Just pulling it full circle today.
Okay.
Just want that on the record. Want that on the note. Let's give our schedule out. Remind the people when things are and where they can listen. And of course, tomorrow we will be back with Sportsline Bulldog Hour with Tony D 2 to 3 p.m. My show goes from 3 to 5 p.m. We will be out at 5 p.m. On Fashion Furniture, and then we will send it to San Antonio for the Spurs and the Thunder. Game 6, pivotal Game 6. Spurs got to keep it alive here. See if they can push it to 7. That's tomorrow night at 5 p.m. on 1430. Friday, we'll have Sportsline Bulldog Hour, Tony D, 2 to 3. We'll have my show from 3 to 5. Then we'll send it out to Giants baseball against Colorado. 5:10 pregame with a 5:40 first pitch from downtown Denver. Lovely downtown Denver. A's return from a long string of games. I think 16 straight games they played after today. You kind of needed that break. They host the Yankees on Friday. Daniel, how you feeling about that Yankee series, A's series? Yeah? They kind of owned you last time in New York.
It'll be a breeze.
Okay.
I really wanted to go
Hey,
to
good
that
news
game.
for you. The A's are below 500, so you can definitely beat them.
Yeah,
The
we'll beat them
Yankees.
now.
Yeah, there you go. So that's good for you there. So we'll have the A's on Friday at 6 p.m., 6:40 first pitch for you who want to listen to the A's. Almost said Sacramento A's. Saturday, Central Valley Sports Report from First String Sports with Paul Metters, 10 a.m. to noon. Later that day, we will have the D1 Championship, CIF D1 Championship. I'll be on the play-by-play. Paul Metters on the color commentary. Bullard and Liberty out in Bakersfield. That'll be a 5:45 pregame, 6 p.m. first pitch from Visalia. And when we wrap up that game, we hope to send it off to Giants baseball in Colorado after. We will join in progress, regardless of what time in the game they are. We will have that game. So we could be sending it to the 8th inning. We will send it to the 8th inning if need be. But we will send you to Giants baseball in Colorado from there. Over on 790, if necessary, we will have a Game 7, OKC San Antonio. if that's the case, we will not have A's Yankees on Saturday at 6:30. If for some reason we do not have the Game 7 that we anticipate with the Western Conference Finals, then yes, we will have A's Yankees Saturday night on 790. Sunday, Giants Rockies, 11:40 pregame on 14:30 over on 790. On Sunday, 12:30 pregame, A's Yankees wrapping it up from the friendly confines of Sacramento. We'll be back Monday with the Sportsline Boulder Hour with Tony D and my show, Behind the Bench, 3 to 4, as the Giants continue their trek around Middle America and take on the Brewers for a 4-game series.
Logan Webb and friends.
Logan Webb should be back this weekend if you want an iota of good news from you, Giants fans. Logan Webb will be throwing pitches this weekend, I think, in Colorado. So if you need anything, there you go, Jorge.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Can he hit?
maybe he's another Kershaw. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, unfortunately,
Unfortunately,
the powers to be in baseball don't want to put the bats in the hands of pitchers. Unfortunately, I miss those days.
Right. Those were good days. Yeah.
Very vague memories because I never used to watch much National League, but
yeah,
I do remember it a little bit.
Little update from our hockey game. Carolina took a 1-0 lead with 4:30 to go. So let's go Canes could take a 3-1 commanding series lead if they, put the depression in the Quebecois up there in Montreal. So
they look very scrappy.
Scrappy Canes team?
Yeah.
I think I just don't like their coach, Rob Brindamore. I hated him as a player. I hate him as a coach, and he's probably going to win a cup as a player and a coach for the same team. First guy probably ever to do it, I think.
Wow.
Just off the cuff, I think. He won a cup in 2006 with the Hurricanes, and there they go. They scored another one. There we go. So now it's 2-0 Carolina.
I think the only issue I have with watching hockey is that I can't visibly see it go in sometimes.
You got to watch the formation. It's not about watching where the puck is. It's about watching the formation and where the players react. I know soccer has the same kind of style of the formation, and yes, you can see the ball a little bit better in soccer in that sense, but just pay attention to the formation and where it's all moving, and you can kind of tell where the puck is trying to go.
Oh, okay.
If that makes sense. So I would encourage you, if you're a beginning hockey person, do not try to watch the puck. Just try to watch the thing in its totality, and you'll have a grasp on what's actually happening there.
That guy was not watching the puck at all. He was watching his player. He looked like he just wanted to beat him up.
That's the nature of it. We love it. Also, Montreal, 2 shots, and we're almost through the end of the first period. This is just it's horrendous stuff, man. This is horrendous stuff. I hate this kind of brand of hockey. Get them out of here, man. Get me to Vegas and Carolina.
I miss Macklin Celebrini.
I know. He's playing in a junior tournament. He's just obliterating him right now with all kinds of goals there. All right. Well, that's a wrap on our show. And I want to give a special shout out to our intern, McKenna, who helped us with the spelling bee. She was the inspiration behind that as well. You will be hearing from her soon at some point on the show. So her first day. Congratulations. Thank you. Good job today. You were running the live stream, so we'll get McKenna on the mic at some point. I don't know what work Daniel did today.
Welcome to the big leagues.
We should have made him do more work today. I don't know. He kind of rolled in late.
I got to be a guest.
This guy's got too big for his britches, man.
He is.
I got to be a guest of the show
This
today.
got too big. I'm sorry, man. You get a paycheck from this place, so I'm putting you to work. So that's the whole concept of this thing. So you got away with some free money today. Jorge, thanks for raising my blood pressure. Really appreciate that today with the Giants conversation.
Problem.
And we'll be back at it Friday.
That rant should be posted on Instagram.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. If I can only remember the password. All right. Wow, 3-0 Carolina. We got to go. We got to go. We'll be back tomorrow, 3 o'clock. See you then.
Spring is in full swing, and just like baseball season, it's time to step up to the plate for something great to eat. With Lynn's Restaurant